from map number 1. We'll see which side of the crowd rings out a little bit louder. Is it going to be the Pacific Faithful or those from SEN City known the world around? Let's find out, as already Hyunmin pushing forward here at Rubble.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty similar setup for the side of Sentinels. The last time they played this 2-1-2 split on their pistol, they like to spread the map a bit, and they always use this Viper wall further back. They sometimes just give up rubble control because they like to pinch you when you're trying to go through tree, when you're trying to execute onto A site. A little bit of information garnered. Hyunmin past the wall.
Past the wall, flashes himself there for a brief little moment. Contact coming his way for now. Zelsis just held back here at Waterfall. Rotation's going to start coming through from Sentinels, realizing that this is in fact going to be a C plant. Now, we'll just go ahead and get into the 5v5, the back end of this spike plant. Everyone's still untouched.
Got a little bit of utility here. Paranoia and Aftershock available for DRX to utilize.
Shot through, flash connecting, but just a tuck away there. Mako staying safe here for the moment. That Paranoia still at the ready. Zekin trying to push forward. Paranoia crash across, connecting onto 3. Zelsis trying to open things up here from that Waterfall side. Swinging into the smoke line up there as Bane's able to find one to right. Firing back, but it's going to be DRX filling the kill feed as Zelsis can find one more, but cannot get it done. Pistol goes the way of DRX.
Yeah, just a nice start here to this map for DRX. Working things nicely, being patient off the rip, just seeing if there's anything unusual from Sentinels in the beginning. There isn't. They're able to get Hyunmin past the wall. Then it's a good use of the salvos by freeing right as that wall is dropping to give DRX the ability to make that execute cleanly, safely, for Sentinels to play a full-on retake. And then they just lock it down with some good shots, and you can hear them. They are loud, folks. This is not the DRX of old.
Certainly not. Bane on the rejoin, giving them some much-needed energy. As it's going to be a little bit of a rush play out here towards Mound. Cut of the noise in the meantime. Just going to be Zelsis on his lonesome over here by A. Rides the rope, gets up top over towards safety, just relaying his pressure coming his way to the rest of the squad. Site will be taken. The plant can come through.
Yeah, they've got the U-tilt to watch the backside here, assuming they check the camera. Bids get cleared, so they're going to be aware of this long lurk flank from Sentinels. See if they want to get aggressive on this, try to deny Sentinels going down to the spike.
Door broken open, 7 seconds until that next salvo comes online here for freeing. Also does have that concuss. Mako plays close here for the moment. Bulldog in hand. Hyunmin down at drop. Bulldog of his own. Question is for Sen. They try to make a play for it. They just sit back. Looks like they're going to try to at least get something going here as Pain Shell does land. Hyunmin eating a bit of damage, but widely Sen seeming content to just go ahead and die to the spike. Get that death bonus for DRX. This does mean that they're going to be able to hold on to all of these weapons.
Yep, I think this is the right call here for DRX. Maybe you can find an exit frag with freeing. He's got one!
Pushes in. That's going to be a Bulldog loss unless Mako can get over there. And he has one of his own, actually, so never mind. We need to try to relay that over to Flashback, who is just nowhere nearby. So we'll end up losing out on a singular rifle. DRX still get the 2-0 start they were looking for.
So far, so good, and DRX taking advantage of some of that early space that Sentinels will give up on this defender side. They do commit sometimes to fight for rubble, but they're not nearly as aggressive with it as a lot of other teams are generally on this map. So kind of an interesting way that they like to play. And again, a lot of it comes off the back of the toxic screen that John QT is going to be setting up and utilizing. And Bang in particular is really annoying in tree. He's really creative with how he utilizes that space and moves around with it. Looks like Hyunmin going to go out on his own, gets spotted.
Needs a haunt. I don't think he's too concerned about it, just given the gate crash setup that he has. And yep, we'll just go ahead and jump out. Bit of a rinse and repeat here for DRX. Similar scenes, similar movements from what we were witnessing in that pistol round. And once again, look to try to open things up as there goes the wall. This time though, Hyunmin not in front of it. They'll just cut noise and look to play this out quietly.
And already
right
Sentinels are moving everything they have over to try to cut this execute off.
CP4 and into the side. Zelsis is already eating some damage earlier on, down to 63 as the plant gets ready to come through. Mako going to be looking to take a more forward position here. A little bit of reinforcements. The push out of the smoke comes through. Second from beyond the grave, able to find one. Bane's going to be taken down. Flashback now with everything to do. Manages to find 2 kills. But in the end, they'll wait out the snake bite and get the defuse as Sentinels get themselves on the board.
That's decent damage for DRX, but I'm a little bit concerned there with how telegraphed that whole situation was for them. They used a bunch of utility to get the wall to go down. That buys the time for Sentinels to make an easy rotation over. Plenty of time for them to set up for that retake. It isn't the cleanest one, but the movement and the timing is good for them to which means DRX might need to think about that, see if Mako can kind of understand that situation, that things have been pretty readable for them so far. Sentinels are making fast rotates, see if you can maybe use that against them. Still though, nice flood retake here for the side of Sentinels. Let's see if they can get it going, continue on here. So that is going to be, I believe, a Guardian buy down for Zelsis. Start the round. Again, this is execute. Going to be given up. Sentinel's happy to give that space up. They don't mind letting you rotate over to B. Sometimes they'll use this toxic screen to catch you off guard.
Very heavy commit to this side of the map now. As stealth drone going to be spotted out, taken down. Mako able to find a kill. His bang is just straight across him, and the man can't see a damn thing. And as he regains his vision, he will lose his life. Mako picking up 2. Very fast reaction here as Narade just desperately going to try to hop away. Knows that if he swings out, he is dead. Ends up falling to the aftershock. Is coming on a quick peek. We'll find John QT.
DRX are wise to Sentinel's ways. I mean, it's all util here that gets the job done. It's the stealth drone that identifies Zekin, and then you're going to get the kill on a bang off the flash, and then you get an aftershock kill to boot. Crazy good preparation being shown so far from DRX. That round right there was as good as it gets as an ante. Unbelievable.
Zelsis now is having to stay tucked away, just that Guardian in hand. Doesn't look like anyone's going to go too deep in pursuit to try to find him and suss him out. We'll be able to go ahead and at least retain that, but DRX moving up now by 2. We'll get the upgrade here onto the Phantom. Just min-maxing as much as humanly possible here is Zelsis, but in the end, it's 3-1. DRX out in front at the moment here on Lotus.
Yeah, they're just really well drilled, as you would expect from a team with Termi coaching them. You know, some doubt with this DRX roster coming together this year. But Termi has once again worked magic. It's a great aftershock, great shot from Yunmin, man. He's been electric coming in as the duelist for this squad. Has really been a great replacement for Buzz's huge shoes to fill.
Now, Dimensional Drift one away, the Rolling Thunder as well, right there for Bane. Now margins, and obviously just that one Phantom carried over here, still in the hands of Zelsis.
That's the
okay, push up into the smoke in second, able to find a right click. Showstopper's built up, but he cannot fire off the rocket. John QT, dead to Bane, who somehow was a second aftershock kill on this map already. Whip City here around the box, but in the end, DRX crunch back against Sentinels. They do not allow for them to get a modicum of additional damage in that round.
I like the play call here from John QT. You know, they haven't shown any real rubble contention or aggression. Just go deep in the paint, see what you can get done. And they do a fair amount of damage at the very least, give themselves a chance to sneak this one away. But freeing their great reactions against the showstopper, just in a really nice position to shut it down before the rocket could even get out to be shot. And then, yeah, a little bit of a whippy spray around the box, but into the next round, DRX this time going to go on an exploration towards Mound. And look at how fast the rotations are coming through. Already Zekin over here, along with John QT and Zelsis.
Has to be. Have to be making these faster pivots as Mako is just TP'd in. He's just hounding him down. John QT assassinated him and now strike. Zelsis is gone. Second here to try to hold the line. Spots out one. It's a good timing there, but now the Rolling Thunder is crashing his way. Hooks back into the corner, staying safe here for the moment. Warning shots out there from Freeing. Solid efforts here from Sentinels to be able to keep things as even as they are, but right as I say it, the rate picked apart. Cam cleared, second flashed, once again forced away as Bang now arriving in from Waterfall, sends out that paranoia, but it only connects onto 1, 2 targets, second! Somehow nearly hits that transfer off into the second kill. With 2 players left alive, DRX now move up 5-1.
I'm pretty sure Mako double TP'd. I think he set up a smoke on the edge, on the corner of the C site, TP'd into it, then TP'd again, right into the back. Yep, unbelievable stuff. Hit the stun as well. So Bane there coming in big with his utility. Some big assists. He was so good in the Grand Finals of Pacific with that util. And he's continuing on that once again, has just really embraced this role of, obviously, you know, the jokes abound that he's the Korean Zelsis, the hype man, but really he's been doing a great job with setting up his teammates. He has really embraced that role.
Action does not stop. Hyunmin off the rip here in the round. Immediately just going to be sending out the ultimate. Tries to the flash, but ends up getting stunned, so can't go for the swing out that he wanted. Another little peek in the haunt. This time Mako TPing up onto top of the platform, ends up getting gunned down, and this is going to be a big advantage. The first real one that Sentinels have had.
अरे कहाँ skip button ढूंढ रहे हो? 15 सेकंड में इतनी घुटन हो रही है? उनका सोचो जो 7 दिन 24 घंटे बंद रहेंगे सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए। आकर देखना जरूर कैसे कटता है उनका वक्त हमारे नए शो पर। बाय गॉड, बड़ा मजा आने वाला है। देखिए हमारा नया इंटरैक्टिव रियलिटी शो 7 days live 22nd February से only on Geo Hotstar.
They look to get themselves a second round win. Plan's still going to be coming through. Armageddon available from Freeing. As that is going to be the Steel Guardian coming in. Freeing trying to go off on a timing, trying to catch them here while he still had his rifle in hand, but ends up falling to the wayside. So now 2v5 to try to convert this one. Tapping the spike to swing under the corner. Shorty not going to be finding too much, but Bang is finding them both. Massacres them there, and that is going to be a flawless round for Sentinels to go ahead and get the second win.
Yeah, that's a huge breath of fresh air for Sen. It's just a quick execute off the back of the Yoru ult. Zelsis wins a battle against Flashback, just a fadeaway there with the Phantom. Oh, John QT got the spot off the fade util. And they're able to use that Steel Guardian nicely to make sure that it is a much easier affair at the end.
And it's a great snappy reaction. Yeah. One ultimate, you get 2 away from DRX, and you get the round win on top while retaining all of your weapons, so you can try to start building up this economy that's widely been getting away from you.
Absolutely correct. And you've got some big ultimates to counter some of what DRX might want to do here. There's a lot of that util to clear the space. They can catch a player out, and Harry lets loose with the nightfall.
Sends it out, gets multiple players on the side of DRX. Be operating without their audio. 4-player setup here from the side of Sentinels. Damn convinced that this is going to be an A-site hit in the end.
I'd like to see DRX work the map a little bit now. Okay, the ult's been used. Your positions have been identified.
There.
Maybe you think you can get away with just kind of pausing a little bit. Open the door here for Hyunmin. That toxic screen looks like it's going to dissuade him momentarily.
Oh, the push-up from Narrate. Bold with it, goes out. Especially the final one before getting traded out, and Bang trains it up. Hyunmin dead, Flashback dinked. Dead as Bang comes away with another. Now just Bane and Freeing. Still inching forward, still playing forward into this site. Sentinels have 3 players ready to reply.
Very difficult. Still the stealth drone. Could use it to check the site itself. Main still with an aftershock for the post plan if they can get it there.
30 seconds
Boombot
left.
going to confirm the positioning here. Now Sentinels keen to wait for their moment to strike. See what the decision is going to be. If they're going to let them plant, that seems to be the case. Wait for John QT to get over, really make sure you've got the full forces available for this retake. Don't give DRX any chances. Don't give them the 1v1s.
Salvo's just trying to check a couple angles here, and Bane respects the damage, creeps forward, trying to catch second off guard. Has it worked is the question. Freeing in the meantime, needing to try to hold the door. Zekin getting ready to go on the swing. The gun barrel spotted there for a brief moment. He's playing it so patiently, and he walks right into it. The kill does come through, but now he's on his lonesome. Looks to go for the drop down, get the aftershock through. But Celsius will take his feet out from underneath of him. Sen starting to rally back, get themselves a 3rd round win.
Yeah, this is the Sentinels that I'm used to seeing so far this year on this map. Really patient play around that toxic screen. Keep your opponents guessing. When are you going to get aggressive off of it? You know, you use the Nightfall, you don't do much off the back of it. Yeah, they get some info. They're able to just kind of plant their feet, wait things out. And then it's a nice push there from some of the players, waiting for that toxic screen to fall, for their moment to strike. Bang, right, ready and waiting for the trade there. Really nicely done. Flashback having a little bit of tough time on some of these 1v1s. He's been good on some of the defenses in terms of post plants, but
keep playing confident.
These 1v1s he's been losing, Zelsis and others, so I like this timeout from DRX.
I was going to say, you know, timeout call comes through despite starting to build confidence.
He tried to with some fast rounds, some of them didn't off guard, and push and pull them around the map a little bit more. You will find some openings against Sentinels as well. That's something that team Sentinels have good reads on it. You can sneak through with their util usage. But Sen has responded in kind. Got their heads on straight now. Zekin sensing the pressure. Just gonna get on out. Orb fed over to Hyunmin. Still a few away from the next one, but still have the Armageddon, still have the Neural Theft available. Mako's ult as well.
Just go ahead and stay put here for the moment, but now that Salvo comes through. Mako once again looking for the same TP sketchy setup. Goes over towards that side instead. Paranoia up over the top. Gonna be able to get a connection, but Narrate just spamming through the wall. Does manage to gun him down. Payne finding one. Is freeing. The Armageddon across the way. Second ends up getting mowed down by it. Now just banging Zelsis. Trying to somehow clutch this out. Seems like the call. Just get it back away, or at least just a quick peek in from behind. Need an opening, and they need it ASAP. They actually want to try to pull the trigger on going for this retake. Player spotted the swing out. Hyunmin, however, holding down that defender's side. Bang, hits the floor, and Zelsis once again is going to have to backpedal, but this time DRX, they are hot on his heels. They are on the hunt. Slides up alongside the box, to swing onto the corner. Snappy to readjust, gets the headshot. Everybody else swooping in from behind. They want this guy dead. We'll go ahead and make contact once again here with Bane, it would seem, but no. Looks like he opts to just go ahead, take his death into his own hands, not allow for them to get the ult charge, to get the money that could have given them the Rolling Thunder.
This is fascinating stuff that we're seeing from Mako and DRX.
Very loosey-goosey.
He's acting like a duelist.
Yeah.
He's the first one in. He's jumping in, leading the charge, opening up space. And Hyunmin there, able to be the one to back him up off the back of it with the Yoru util. I mean, it's crazy. And then you've got the Armageddon and everything else you need for that post plant.
Yeah, just a hairline catch there on to second. Thought he was clear of it. Ends up barely hitting that SK. Ends up getting ripped apart by that Armageddon. So now we're going to see a timeout call, this time from the SEN camp.
Throwing at to show to flashback, calling for a little bit of backup from Mako. Second.
Media exit, dancing around these shots. He's stagnant, tucked in behind Mound here. Free swings out, and this time the shots will connect, freeing, able to go ahead and come away with a free kill. Mako just staying put here.
And they're rotating off that kill. They haven't done this yet. And Sentinels isn't moving. They haven't budged. They're not biting.
They've also kept this Odin quiet for the time being. Not sure if this is going to be red at all. Zelsis also just tucked in behind the box, is trying to find that stealth drone. Cannot do so. Zelsis is now going to be forced back away. The aftershock even thrown towards him to try to stave him off. And Mako once again leads a charge, rushing forward, finding John QT, finding Narrate.
Right there.
Just given the money here. Zekin going to stay put over on that C site. Zelsis there at upper.
Spike planted.
My ult's ready.
DRX could go on the hunt, but otherwise looking like a flawless round for them to get to 7.
It's been, what, four or 5 years now? Mako's back to playing Duelist. That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, Bobo's
he started
back.
out, yeah, Bobo's back. Like, unbelievable. The way he's just pushing the base here with these teleports, finding space, finding weaknesses in Sentinel's defensive setups, and getting through and getting huge opening kills, or at least creating the space that DRX needs to get their executes to go. And Sentinels there make some good decisions, quite frankly. They just get bamboozled by Mako, and he's been doing that to people on this map. I mean, remember what he did to Nongxin? The way he was all over the place with those teleports.
Oh, Zelsis. Does he have the lineup for it? Mako out for blood, and he will find it. Kill comes his way. Hyunmin does get dropped off screen over towards C site, so Zekin able to go ahead and retain his weapon. That's as good as it gets right now. 7 rounds confirmed here for DRX at the half, guaranteeing that they will be out in the lead. Potentially all the way up to 9. The ult economy is also very much on their sides. Rolling Thunder and the Dimensional Drift both available from the shadows from Mako. Also there.
Let's see how they want to use the Dimensional Drift this time. Last time it was for a quick B hit, but now you can get some info. You could put that Rolling Thunder to really good use off the back of it as well. If you can find second, even better, because he's got that showstopper still, and you'd love to get that identified. You'd love to get that out of the round.
Bang noted, Tree, the call comes in, it's clear. They know that he's backpedaled. There's the TP forward. Turn on the flash, another one sent, just trying to see if he can get a catch. Sentinels quick to get on the rotate, work their way across towards this A site. This is still on a bit of a late linger though, as Pain Shell as well as that bite sent, just trying to catch somebody with the vulnerability. Second for this showstopper is going to have to go huge. Finds one, Mako going to be taken down. Rolling Thunder now coming out in reply, connecting onto 3 different players. Holds them here at bay for the moment. The South throws now built up, set up towards drop. Bane gets another aftershock kill. 3 in the map. It's unheard of. They're right now taken down as Hyunmin just scales forward into the backside. Looks to steady the aim, but it doesn't matter. Bane and Freeing are there. They have the kills. They have the covering fire, and DRX with a 5-round lead going to the last round of the half.
The speed and tenacity that DRX is defending these retakes, these flood retakes with is crazy. I mean, look, we've seen some pretty insane reactions from these players. This is the best yet. They are clearly not bothered by being on a bigger stage, not even in the slightest. These new players for this team are stepping right up to the plate. And of course, you've got some of the veterans who were here last year, who played Sentinels last year and lost to them in Champions. And Hyunmin just gets one off the rip.
I mean, already second dead over by the orb here at A. And now they have to try to bail out. Bang here. Positioned up on top of rubble. Their 8 instead is going to be the one catching a stray as Bang slowly, steadily tries to creep back, tries to offer up something, tries to summon an elimination through this Viper wall, but has not been able to find it. Mako almost goes for the stick. Does end up getting broken, but Bang once again is going to have to backpedal. To set up the smoke, Hyunmin already, however, here in the sight, and maybe a glimpse caught there on the minimap. Either way, Bang has fallen. John QT watching the rope. He's delivered a bit of a freebie, but as Mako just counter swings, he takes his head clean off. DRX will go ahead and seal the deal, 9-3 at the half.
I mean, this is just a masterclass in execution from DRX. And they're on their hand.
iPad.
All right, we are back and about to go into the second half here by DRX after is hoping.
There's no doubt in my mind looking to try to do a little bit more damage to C. This is their favorite side against MIBR. And I pointed it out earlier, Flashback, I think, might be under a lot of pressure on this half. So he's going to really need to step up on that Cypher.
As the cam setup hasn't revealed it quite just yet, and once he does toggle it, pretty much reveal all, but they're actually going to be able to get forward here towards the side a little bit faster. Yeah, there's a trip, does get a catch. Hyunmin just trying to hold things down over for Waterfall. Flashback trying to stop, get in there on the opposite side. Cannot do double frag! What just happened? Tap after tap! Freeing shuts them down and says, no, not this time. This C site is ours.
He is electric. That is crazy. That second tap is so good. Right there for the finish onto the ace. And the pop-off as well.
From on Dark Horse at first strike to one of the biggest stages in Valorant esports. Welcome to the global scene, Freeing. What a way to open up this second half.
He has just been nasty all throughout kickoff. And that's just case in point right there, folks. There's that cam again. Gonna get a lot of good info.
DP forward here alongside the box with Hyunmin.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not.
As the angle in towards the smoke, and it's gonna be John QT taken down, Bang, noted. As they just continue to spray away, Freeing, looking for a little bit more, but there you go. Flawless round as DRX to absolutely speed run their way through this opening map.
And those are brutal losses for Sentinels. You know, when you're down 9-3, you're really looking at that pistol round to turn things into your favor. And this is something that killed Sentinels against G2 in the Grand Finals of Americas. They were losing a lot of pistols, starting on the wrong side of almost every map. And once again, they are on the wrong side of things. DRX looking so good. Come on, Soul, get in the action.
Liven up a little bit. We must have gotten the footage, you know, from
That's
right after.
Yeah.
Surely.
That was after the pop-off. Well, a little bit of attempted info gained towards mid to B, but now Sentinels, 3-man stack, leaving the spike behind though. So trying to see if they could get any util out of DRX there. A little bit of a check, but DRX not biting at all. TP going to be sent over towards A by Hyunmin to make sure that he can quick rotate. Instead, a couple players pivoting towards B. Trying to maybe set up for a bit of a crunch. Freeing though, sliding in to maybe help out Bane. There is that tripwire right at the front of B as well. Give them a little bit of extra time and a little bit of extra info. Mako
Going to send it off contact here. Salvos now flying forward, freeing on the peak. Finds Zelsis. Armageddon now online, catches a glimpse of the shoulder there on the second. Opts to play this out wisely. Yeah, plays it patiently, knows, okay, I have the ult now available, and Flashback knows exactly what Bang is going to try to do. Finds the kill.
30 seconds left.
Boombot cleared out. Ham still here on the entryway, but Flashback scales forward, getting closer and closer toward this entryway. Trying to surprise, wanted to try to get the jump. Bane here has the trip to try to play off of, cleared out the Stinger, they line up! No, Mako, Tums get involved. Gets a piece of the pie, but John just doesn't have it. The spike is stranded here at the entryway. He's got 5 HP. No recourse available other than to try to hold on to this weapon. Looks like DRX is looking at the death ball. They say, we've got the catch, we've got the funds, we've got the confidence. And now they're looking for the win.
that lasering people down. Bit of backup. Now Sentinels looking at a nearly get the boys out. Let's see if we can deflate this DRX team a little bit. I don't in a row here. Let's come out, get the boys in a right head.
DRX was Toru in here this stage.
Step into a slightly different way of playing Omen off the cuff and set up that space for you to be actually the secondary entry in a lot of situations for DRX. Helps 5 right now. We're so ready for this. DRX.
And what is that shot? Unbelievable. Any game plan that Sentinels established in that timeout has been shattered as Hyunmin picks second out of the sky. Armageddon mows them down. John QT is dead, and Celsius is surrounded. DRX collapse in on top of Sentinels.